Hello? Hello?
What? What? Who's that?
This is God, the one true God.
God? Really? Wow, there's so much I want to ask you. Wow, you have all the answers to the scientific and philosophical questions that we've always wondered about.
Yes, and I come here with good news. I love you so much that I'm going to save you.
Save me?
Yes, I take your burden. Your price has been paid.
What price? Save me from what?
I've saved you from eternal separation from me after you die. From hell.
Separation? What? Hell? What is that?
Hell, a place of eternal fire, a place of nothing but pain and punishment forever. But fear not, my beloved child, as you needn't be sent there.
Sent into a lake of fire forever? By who?
Well, by me.
By you? What for?
Well, for your rebellion against me.
Rebellion against you? Hold on. Exactly which God are you?
I'm Yahweh, or Jehovah.
Well, Yahweh, nice to meet you. Now, why do you want to punish me for eternity?
Well, I made the rules for everyone and set them out very clearly. You rebelled against my rules.
Oh, did I? Where are the rules? What are they?
Haven't you read my book?
Book?
Yes, I wrote a book, the greatest book the world has ever known. The greatest message of love and the perfect guide to morality. I dictated it to a desert tribe in the Middle East about, between 2,000 and 5,000 years ago. You haven't read it?
No, what did it say?
Well, you know, be kind to each other, treat people the way you want to be treated. Plus, there are a few hundred other pages of really violent stuff about killing that doesn't really matter anymore.
Right, but when people decided to not treat others nicely, you decided you would throw them into a lake of fire for all of eternity as punishment?
No, the way it started, you see, there was this tree, right, which I told them not to eat off. But they did, so everyone goes to hell.
Who's they?
The first man and woman, your ancestors.
Right, so they ate off the tree, and you decided that you should punish them in a lake of eternal fire forever.
Well, yes.
So where do I come into this?
Well, the good news is that since the time when all that happened, I've saved you from the punishment for what they did.
I'm getting punished for what someone else did? That's hardly fair. You call that just?
Yes, I'm perfectly just. It's absolutely fair and just that you be burned forever for their crime. You are a direct descendant. But now let's get back to the point. Since I don't want you to go to hell...
You don't?
No, of course not. I don't want anyone to go to hell.
Well, why are you going to send us all there?
Because I have to. Those are the rules of the universe. Now will you just let me finish?
Sorry.
Since I don't want you or anyone else to go to hell, I made myself into a man a few thousand years ago in the Middle East and had myself killed.
I don't get it.
Well, it was a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. I paid your price.
Paid? To who?
Well, to me.
To you?
Yes.
So you sacrificed yourself to yourself so that you wouldn't have to send me to hell for my ancestors having eaten from a tree you told them not to eat from.
Yes, well, that and everything else that people have done. It's just I told them that I didn't want them to eat from that tree, and I gave them free will so that they had the option to not obey me if they didn't want to, and they disobeyed me. They ate from the tree, so they, and every single human being who ever lives, has to be sent to hell after they die to burn forever.
Sent to hell by you?
Yes, of course by me. Who else has the power to take someone's soul and have it punished and tortured for eternity? But I made it so you don't have to go to hell anymore. Isn't that great? See how much I love you?
Because of this human sacrifice in the Middle East?
Yes, I purchased your forgiveness.
You purchased it from yourself?
Yep, purchased it with my own blood.
Well, why not just forgive?
What?
Well, why not just forgive?
What do you mean?
Well, you're God, you're all-powerful, you don't want to send people to hell, so just don't.
Yeah, I'm afraid it doesn't quite work that way.
Well, why not? No one's going to argue with you if you don't send them to hell, so just change your mind if you want to, and then you don't have to send anyone to hell, do you?
I'm God. I don't just change my mind. I'm always the same. I never change. I'm eternal.
Never?
Well, on some things maybe, like, say, almost all of my book. But this is about my laws that I haven't changed my mind about. In the beginning, I gave people free will and the freedom to disobey me if they choose. But if they choose to disobey me, then I send them to hell.
Well, why give them free will?
I wanted them to do my will voluntarily because they love me and because I was threatening them with eternal torture if they didn't. But they didn't. And I've had to go to a lot of trouble for you all. I even got myself nailed to a crucifix.
To satisfy your own appetite for punishment and death.
Look, I'm trying very hard to save your soul from eternal torture here. I'm offering to forgive you for being born despicable and not being perfect. If you accept it.
Accept it?
Yes. The thing is, I did this human sacrifice in the Middle East, and the way it takes effect for your eternal soul is that you have to hear about it and believe it. Now, if you don't start believing everything I've been telling you today is absolute fact, then after you die, I'm going to judge you as having not lived up to my ideal, which is perfection, and I'm going to burn you for eternity, okay?
So you're saying I have to believe all this stuff and then I'm saved?
Yes, that's it. All you have to do is believe this stuff and devote the rest of your life to me.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that...
Oh, what now?
Well, I can't exactly just start believing something by choice, right? I can't just decide to believe that I'm Napoleon just because I want to believe that I'm Napoleon. If I could, I'd be in a mental hospital.
Yes, of course not. I intelligently designed you with very strong reasoning abilities.
Yeah, so how come in order to have my eternal soul saved from your sentence of never-ending torture, you require me to believe something that appears absolutely ridiculous? That in itself is completely contrary to human nature as you designed it. You can't just choose to believe something.
Yes, I realise most people can't, and those people are in big trouble, I know. But I also invented this thing called faith, which is the ability to convince yourself to believe things on little or absolutely no evidence whatsoever. And it's not insanity, okay? Faith is different to insanity. If you believe something ridiculous on faith, it's actually very respectable.
Faith? Hasn't an unquestioning adherence to outrageous, untested claims been behind every whacker who's ever gone on a killing spree?
Look, reason, evidence, unbiased inquiry, they're all good, but they're not going to save you from hell. So I don't recommend you concern yourself with them too much.
Alright, let's go on. What happens after I die if I somehow choose to believe this stuff on no evidence in order to escape your eternal never-ending punishment?
Well, I'm glad you asked at last. This is where it gets exciting. If you accept my forgiveness for being born appalling, then you get to live forever, worshipping and thanking me day and night and singing my praises eternally.
Forever?
Yes, for every minute of eternity my people will be praising, worshipping, giving thanks, adoring me. You're going to worship and thank me never-endingly, firstly for having made you, and secondly for having the grace to punish myself rather than you for your crime of not being perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how much I love you? But first you have to believe, okay? But don't wait too long. You have to decide and commit yourself now in the absence of evidence before you can really see if any of this is actually true in an objective sense. Basically, I put you on Earth to see how effectively you can shut down the reasoning abilities I gave you and believe something that appears absolutely made up. Fail the test and you'll burn. Pass the test and I'll allow you to worship and thank me forever.
Wow, that's really generous of you to give us that choice.
Yes, I know. It's more than you deserve. It's grace. I do it because I'm the essence of perfect love. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks. You really cleared things up for me. Yeah, thanks.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm from the tax office.
What have I done? Did I forget to pay or something?
Well, yes, actually, you owe us a lot of money. May I come in? Actually, it's not just that you owe money. I'm here really just to bring you up to date with our policies about paying what you owe. Basically, we have a free will policy now at the tax office, which means paying or not paying is entirely up to you.
Eh? Choice in paying taxes or not? I thought there were, like, penalties and prison sentences if you don't pay.
Yes, that's all still there, but see, that's always been there, so it's just a default. It's not really part of the free will arrangement as such. What's important is that you can choose whether or not you pay tax.
Hold on, I can choose to pay or not pay, but the penalty is still there if I don't pay tax.
Well, yes, it's entirely up to you, but see, every choice has a consequence in life, doesn't it? Just like if you choose to drink poison or choose to walk off a cliff. In every decision, a choice you make, there's a consequence. The tax office is giving you a choice, either pay taxes or don't. Live by our tax office commandments or deal with the consequences. Up to you.
But that's not a free choice.
But of course it's a choice. Our free will policy states that the tax office is not interfering with your will to choose. It sounds like you're arguing we are interfering because of the consequences of one of the choices we're putting to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's not a free choice, really, is it? You've just admitted that you're going to send me to prison if I don't pay my taxes.
The word free only implies that you are capable of choosing and nothing else. Fair and unfair is not the issue because you're still free to choose. Personally speaking, I choose to pay my taxes. I don't want to go to prison, so I will choose to follow the tax office commandments. Having no free will means that you're an inanimate object, like a robot or a table or a rock or chair or something. In other words, you're incapable of choosing. You're not saying that you'd rather be a robot or a chair, are you?
Well, why not just say it's the law to pay tax? Why not just say it's compulsory? You're just playing word games saying I've got free will to choose, but if I choose the way you don't want me to, you're going to penalise me by throwing me in prison. It's not a fair choice, is it?
It sounds like you're arguing that you don't have a choice because you're under duress. But you do have a choice because you're not under duress to pay taxes. Disobeying the tax office is pleasurable, I know, because you get to keep the money for yourself, and the tax office's punishment is not immediate.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're saying that I've got free will to choose whether I pay taxes or not, but saying that one of the choices is going to lead to you punishing me for having made that choice. How is that different to a law? Or why don't you just call it compulsory?
Because it's not compulsory. The tax office doesn't want mindless robots just paying taxes, paying taxes, paying taxes. We want you to pay taxes because you want to, and you choose to. We have more respect for people than that. Just making them pay with no choice. The tax office free will policy is loving. As you already know, failure to pay tax leads to a prison sentence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me finish. If you choose to pay tax, you will be relieved of your prison sentence and be allowed to remain free. The system is based on positive reinforcement, not punishment. Do good and be rewarded, or do bad and nothing happens that wasn't going to happen anyway.
Well, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. It's not really punishment then, is it? What do you think I should do?
Well, you'd better pay, don't you think? If you don't, I'll call the cops.
Well, how long's a prison sentence?
Forever, till you die. And there are guys in there who'll punch the shit out of you every day.
Well, given that choice, and thanks for giving me that choice, by the way, I appreciate you're not trying to force a decision out of me. I guess I'll, Actually, it's not as easy as you'd think, is it, this choice? Can you give me a few days to make up my mind?
Of course. Take as long as you want. But I might call the cops at any time, and when they come for you, it's too late. You can't pay after they arrive. It has to be before, or else it's prison for you for the rest of your life.
Okay, I understand. Thanks so much for revealing this to me. It's so kind of you to give me this good news.
Hi, I'm Jesus.
Yes, hello, what can I do for you?
Well, I was in the neighborhood and I wanted to know whether you'd like to give up living the way you want, beg me for forgiveness for every bad thing you've ever done, and invite me into your heart to be your Lord and Master for the rest of your life. No pressure, just asking. Okay? What do you say?
Well, is it my choice?
Hey, of course, I love you. Heck, I made you. It's up to you.
Really, really up to me?
Yeah. But I really hope you'll do it.
Why?
Because if you don't, I'm going to throw you into hell to be burned and tortured for eternity after you die.
Oh, for f***'s sake!